But of course, today is Juneteenth, bringing a lot of focus back to the civil rights issues we have been highlighting here, as well as protesters have been protesting about across the country. And of course, tomorrow will be the Trump rally that was originally scheduled in Tulsa, Oklahoma for today. We postponed that because of a lot of critics saying that it didn't look exactly right. And right now we're digging into the history of this country when it comes to the timeline of the way that people of color, specifically Black Americans, have been treated in this country. And for more on that, our own Kristin Myers has been digging into the history of it all, stemming back to the Tulsa problem. And Kristin, I mean, this is something that you dug into, and the road is long here when we think about what's happened since then, and explains why so many people were not happy about Trump planning this rally on Juneteenth.
Hey, Zach, that's right. A little bit difficult to give you guys a century and a half's worth of history in just a couple of minutes, but I'm going to do my best. So just the lay of the land right now, you have the median wealth of Black families being 1/10, actually less than 1/10 that of white families. That's $17,000 versus $171,000. That's statistics from the Joint Economic Committee out of Congress. Now, the reason for all of this is largely around, there's many issues, but I want to highlight these home-based policies, particularly because in the end of the 1800s and then in the 20th century, the best way to gain wealth was first through land and then through home ownership. So starting in 1862, we had the Homestead Act, and that's where you see the first big, largest schism when it comes to white and Black households. Essentially, you had white families able to acquire free land from the government, and that was denied to Black families. You then had redlining. So once you were able to obtain your home, or if you wanted to purchase a home, essentially banks had drawn little districts on the map that essentially denied mortgages to Black families in these areas because they were deemed to be high risk of default. That was then deemed to be illegal. You have then just about 20 years later, you have contract buying. That's the method in which a home seller would say, hey, give me your money. I won't give you the deed yet. And when you pay my house off, and when you pay the house off in full, I'll give you the deed. But oh wait, there's the opportunity for me to evict you at any time and keep all of your money. So you gain no equity in the house that you've just purchased. There's no laws or regulations that could prevent you from that. And then, of course, lastly, you have asset devaluation. And that's something that you are seeing currently today, that essentially assets owned in Black neighborhoods are found to be undervalued compared to the white neighborhoods, even though the homes are just as the same, they're similar, the amenities in the neighborhood are similar. And that is creating this, again, this gap between the wealth of white households and the wealth of Black households. And then you see today, we have a lot of statistics there for you guys, but I just really want to highlight this one. As a result of these home-based policies, now we have less than half of Black families owning their home. That's compared to 75% roughly of white families, Zach. So that's just a very brief overview of a lot of the policies over the last 150 years that have worked to essentially deplete Black wealth, and why Black wealth has remained relatively flat ever since slaves were given their freedom, Zach.
Yeah, not easy to put all that into just 4 minutes there, but Kristin Myers doing her best. Appreciate you bringing us that.